I can't stop looking at it. And neither can you. Because I have my camera pointed at it. What's up, YouTube? This is Arlish as usual. I'm Max, bringing you more Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Right, I forgot what those guys were doing there. This is a new session, so I'm hopefully going to get back into the swing of things pretty easily. Let's go check out the town and see what's going on in Edgewater. Well, this looks friendly. What's over here? Most people walk forward when they enter a town. I go into the back alleys and look for things to loot. So as I'm doing this, anyone who has played or is playing The Outer Worlds, whether you're playing along or you've just, already gone through the game or whatever, feel free to let me know in the comments below if there's anything you want to see me do. Don't spoil stuff, but if, say, I missed some treasure or if there's a quest in an area that I didn't pick up, feel free to let me know about that stuff. Just make sure you don't spoil anything, and try not to talk about places I haven't been to yet. Like, wait for me to actually get to a place before you start telling me what to look for. Hey, you.
They start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Can I take this ashtray? If it was Fallout, I could take the ashtray. And then it would probably crash my game. Hi, Conrad Sadek.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Oh! Oh, I could be a dick to this guy. Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Prepare my remains for what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Speaking of burials, Silas sent me to collect your fees.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. You know what? Yeah, I've dodged around saying this place is a shithole for long enough. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Alright. Had a bit of a rough start with that guy, but I like him. Oh, not stealing. Not gonna steal. I'm not here to steal things. I'm here to iron things. Spacer's Choice Cantina. Hang on, how do I, quest? Let me go to my quest. Can I, set this as my... There we go. Alright, this should be good. This should help me.
There's something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Hi. Yeah, I want to take care of this, first and foremost. I'm going to warn you guys right now, I'm the kind of person who likes to get all side quests done before proceeding with main quest stuff. At least whenever possible. Mostly because I always have this innate fear that side quests are going to become unavailable after a certain point. So, unless the main quest really has me hooked, expect me to do the side quest stuff first and foremost. And at the moment, that's what I'm going to do.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
Alright, I don't know who that is. Okay, that's Martin Abernathy. Phyllis Granger. And... Right, Ludwig's outside the town. Okay, I'm gonna go this way and talk to this guy, because I think he's the closest. Hello? Mr. Granger?
Got my sights on you.
Cool. Mr. Granger! Your money!
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Oh, Miss Granger. I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
I really don't like this place now. What are they gonna do, arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Would've? You didn't?
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Huh. Well, I'll let you get back to work. Huh. That's... disturbing. Then again, I'm not really sure what I expected considering what this has been so far. Oh, vending machine. Vending machines offer a variety of items purchased, mostly from one company. Hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation or a hack skill of 50 or higher. Alright. At the moment, I'm not really interested. I can't afford any of this anyway. Never mind. I have like... Right. Yeah, I only have like 38 bits. Alright. Finish with Granger. We want to take care of the stuff in the town, so let's go find Abernathy.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
You should put a sign over your door or something. Or at least cover your mouth.
And become the town pariah? I'm already the oldest worker in town. I don't need to give him another reason to avoid me. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Depends on what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, not so fast. I've got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
You never mentioned marauders.
It is a reality of life in the Vale. Grass is brown, sky is gray. Marauders are outside the walls.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
That's what I said. I've heard enough.
So you'll do it then?
I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Okay, also, I'm here to collect your gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment.
I'll leave you be. Alright, well, that was...
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
I get it. You need someone to smuggle you medicine under the table.
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Interesting. We're starting to get some choices up in here. Alright, I still don't really have anything... Well, maybe I can look around here. That's how I... Huh. Letter from Phyllis. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Oh! Excuse me. I can't steal that. Yeah, there's something going on here, sir.
What can I do for you?
I could do both of these. Let's start with this. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
You're gonna have to.
Yes, I suppose I must. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Goodbye. Lot of corrupt stuff in this town. So I've got 3 of 4 things taken care of. I don't want to steal. I don't want to steal. I kind of want to steal, but I don't want to steal. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright. Next, gotta go talk to Ludwig. Alright. Lucas. Or Ludwig, not Lucas. Lucas Miller. That's... Lucas Miller. Sorry, I know that's not from this game. I assume it's not from this game, also I can't jump over that. But Lucas Miller. Where have I heard Lucas Miller before? Probably from another Bethesda game, I'm guessing. Lucas Miller. Yeah, probably from a Fallout game. Anyway, so Ludwig is the last guy we need to get stuff from, and then we're good to go. At least for this quest. Then we have some other things to be looking into. Ludwig, hello.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees?
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Uh-huh. He sure did. And he's asking for a little extra to, furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
Alright, what do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Alright, I'll let you be. Alright, got that all taken care of. Let's check what my quest list is now. Small grave matter. So at this point, I just need to bring it back to Silas. I also have... these things. And then, of course, Stranger in a Strange Land. Alright, let's go turn this in real quick. Can I run around? Yeah, I think I can run around. Alright, so we got all the grave fees done. Turn this in. And then we gotta steal some medicine, kill a robot, and then maybe get on with the main quest. That depends. Hey! Mr. Inhumer Dude.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
Hey, about those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Hey, I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Aw, yeah. Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Really?
Yeah.
Let me ask you about something else. Okay, I think that's it. Alright, I should go. Yeah, nothing else to really talking about. People of Halcyon have short memories. Reputation with a faction. How do I see what my rep... No, I think it is it under Codex? Oh, here we go. Alright. It's too early to tell whether this employee is competent or not. Alright, I've got a little bit of positive reputation with Spacer's Choice now. Which I guess is alright. Check my quest again real quick. Die robot and belong tomorrow. While I'm right here, let's go find that power regulator if I can. I think I need to talk to the town leader, so let's see how this goes. Town leader. Are they in the Saltuna cannery? Alright. Ah, elevator.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Alright,
Seems we've got a guest.
Yeah.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Uh-huh. Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Alright, when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise. I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
If you want me to... No, I'm not. Alright, tell me what I need to do.
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Alright, well, those workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Alright, Reed, I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, let's get going. Hey, you've gained a companion. They are characters that join in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. They provide combat support, enhance your skills, increase your carrying capacity, and you can unlock special companion combat abilities.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Alright.
Got my sights on you.
Cool.
You're safer inside the walls.
Cool. Come along, Parvati. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, I have a level up, hang on. Alright, let's Oh, I didn't get a perk point, alright. It's odd. Alright, let's see here. Ah, so all this stuff is raised because I have Parvati with me. Ooh, that's cool. Alright, I think I probably want to be a bit more good on the leadership side so I can do well with companions, so let's bump that up a bunch. And I have 4 points left. Ooh, attack unaware enemies will count. Yeah, I actually want that. Alright. Apply. Command your companions to use their special abilities. Neat. Let's come. Okay, comes down the power. Alright. So that's the main thing I want to do. I'll probably want to try out the side quests on the way. Man, that felt a lot less awkward.
Mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Yeah, figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Did you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Oh, that's me. Where would I find him?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, getting more quests up in here. What's this? When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Notice, the Edgewater Saltuna Canning Factory strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and supervisor. Consider it towards members, allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and improve the schedule. Sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness of the body reflects sickness of the mind, sickness of the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Alright. Let me double check what I've all got. Speak to the vicar. That's what I want to do next. And yeah, I'll take care of pretty much everything that's actually in this town as much as I can. Alright, so that's where I want to go. And we're gonna go there in the next episode. I've been Max, also known as Avalon Hawkins. We now have Parvati, our companion, and hopefully she'll be able to get stuff done, because we have a lot of things to do. I've been Max. I'll see you next time. I'm not Vicar Max, though. Whoosh! Boom, boom.